So yeah, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to be doing an unboxing of the November releases that I got. I only got one model, but yeah, we're going to unbox that. So here we have it. Yeah, I did say in the releases when Gemini Jets announced them that I'd get this. There were a couple other releases that I was thinking about getting, but in the end I just didn't because of money. Yeah, that's the only reason really. And to be honest, if I had the money, I'd buy every single release of every single month, but of course I don't have that money because Gemini Jets are getting ridiculously expensive every single month. Like this was, I think, something close to £50, which is just, you know, not 20 years ago, but like even 5 years ago, that was unheard of. Like this would be probably 20 quid. You know, it's gone up so, you know, rapidly, it's just out of control. A lot of people do ask me how can I afford such a big collection, and the truth is that not long ago Gemini Jets weren't that expensive, but now they're just unbelievably expensive. But bypassing that, we're going to get into this unboxing. So here we have the box for the Rockwell B1B Lancer, or Lancer depending where you're from. It is a special edition and something that Gemini Jets, it's a bit disappointing, but in the old limited editions you used to get a metal stand with it, just like this. I got this in the Virgin, one of the Virgin releases as a limited edition, and then I got this with it, and it's a bit of a shame because, you know, you can never have too many stands. I've got two, I think, somewhere spread around my room, but I can only find one. But yeah, the clip art, as we can see, it's not very vibrant compared to some of the KC-135 boxes that I got. It's not very vibrant, you know, you can't really see it. And then we've got a dies, or I don't know how you say that, but so on the side here, as you can see, we've got the clip art again, the name and some small information about it. Then we got the band, which is blue, because if you don't know, every single box has a different band. So that's interesting. Then we've got the Gemini Max logo, and on the back again we've got limited edition clip art again. As real as it gets, different things, and there are some things that kind of aren't true on this box. One of them being metal landing gear. The landing gear on this model is in fact plastic, which is a bit disappointing, but you know, what can you do about it? But yeah, we'll bypass the box now and we'll just get onto the model. So yeah. And so here it is. This is the B1B Lancer model by Gemini Max, as you can see. It's quite nice. There are a few things, however, that do bug me. For instance, the cockpit piece does just come off like that. Don't really understand why it's that weak. I'm very tempted, I might after this video just glue that on. Another thing is the forward landing gear. As you can see, if that was real and would fold up into the landing gear bay area up there, it wouldn't actually fit width-wise into the landing gear. Let me try and show you that from below. I don't know if you can see that, but if you can see, the wheels are actually thicker than the landing gear bay area, which is a bit annoying, but you know, when it's on the ground you can't really notice that. So yeah, we're just going to go through the model now. So as you can see at the front here, we have the very dark grey cone nose area. Then we have some markings on the front there, some white markings. Just behind that we have some, I'm not exactly entirely sure what these are. I'm not very, you know, equipped with information on military aircraft. So then here we've got some pointy out bits, which is the very unprofessional term for these bits on the side here. Then we got the cockpit piece, and what is nice, I know this does come off, but they've actually got some seats in there, which is kind of better than most models. But to be honest, I would prefer it if they just had a, you know, a one solid piece. It doesn't have to be a see-through cockpit. They're just trying to go a bit above and beyond, and it just didn't really work this time. Then as you can see, it raises up here. The fuselage raises just above the cockpit. We got some different features on the top here, some little boxes. Then we got the little logo for the dies Air Force Base, I believe that is. I'm not sure how to say dies or whatever it is, but yeah. I'm not sure again what this is. This is just going to be full of me saying I'm not sure what this is because I'm not very, you know, I don't really know military aircraft that well. But on the bottom here we have, I know it's not because I know these don't have guns, but it does look, you know, a lot like a gun, I guess, but it's obviously not, I know that. and then you can see here they've tried to cover it up by adding some pieces on the bottom, you know, to make it kind of look natural, but you can see this is a mold point. You can see it kind of comes down here and then slots across here, which tells me that this is not a die-cast model. This B1B is not a die-cast model, and the reason it feels plasticky, and to be honest, I don't know how you'd make a model like this in die-cast. It's not necessarily a bad thing that it's in plastic, it's just the fact that they still say on the box that it is die-cast. It's not very good. I mean, there's a few things that give it away that it's plastic. First off, you can feel it, and secondly, you know, with all these different pieces, you couldn't make this in die-cast. And also, if you look inside the wing bay area there, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a mold mark, you know, one of those circular plastic mold markings. It's very hard to see, but it's just in there. It's like a little disc in there that's, you know, not that great. Moving back here, now we have the wings, and the wings do in fact fold back into a supersonic kind of delta wing display kind of thing there. But yeah, the wings, again, they are very plastic, and it's hard to see, but they do in fact kind of shake a bit. They don't feel very sturdy, but in fairness, you know, they do fold back, and that's quite impressive for a model, and so I don't mind this as long as it's pretty safe and secure inside there. I'm pretty sure that the reason how they're able to get the wings to fold back like this when you're only moving one wing is there's like a clog thing inside there, so I believe there should be like a circular end to this wing piece here with little clog pieces on the end there that connect to the other one, and so when you move this, it's kind of like a, you know, they move together, if that makes sense. And then on the top here, as you can see, we've got the very wide fuselage here with some different markings, and the start of the tail piece. The tail piece again is another separate piece to the model. You can see where it cuts off just down there, and we got the USAF symbol there, and then DY for DIS, or however you say it. Then we got the blue and white little checkered marking across the tail there. Moving on to the underbelly here, we have another little dark grey triangle on there. Again, I'm not sure what that is. And then we have the 4 engines. They are another piece yet again. And then I've got to hand it to Gemini Jets. These bits on the end, the kind of like chrome, kind of like end bits of the engine, they are really well done and really well painted. That's probably the most realistic part about this model. Then we've got some bomb bay doors and the landing gear. Now, if you don't know the B1B bomber that well, I know these do look pretty close together, but I can assure you on the real B1B they are that close together. So, you know, don't take it out on Gemini Jets for that fact. We've got the stand hole there is behind the main gear instead of in front of it, which is quite interesting. And then we got the Gemini Max logo, and back again to the forward landing gear. So that is pretty much the entire model. I did in fact drop off the, you know, see how easy that was to just lose that forward cockpit piece. I'll just put that back on there. I really need to glue that on before I lose it. But yeah. Now, to give you a bit of an idea of size, I did bring some other aircraft along because it's not actually that big of a model. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of, you know, bombers, I always think, oh, those huge machines, you know, that can parallel with A380s and things like that. But that is, of course, not the case. They're not actually that big. So I did bring another bomber with me. This is the Seagull B2 bomber, the B2 Spirit. That is one of the questions I'm asked the most, is where is this along with my 4 F117s made, and that is a company called Seagull. I got this at an air show, of course, in 1:400 scale. And yeah, so that's just to give you a bit of a size comparison to the B2 and the B1. All I need for Gemini Jets to do now is release the B-52, and I have all the 3, you know, working bombers, which is that'll be quite interesting, especially for Andrews Air Force Base. And if you don't have a B2 bomber, I have also brought in a KC-135. So it's the similar size to a KC-135, and to be honest, behind me here I do have a 737, so I'll just add this in for another size comparison. It's about the same size as a 737 MAX 9, as you can see. Let me just get it lengthwise. It's hard to see as well because, you know, perspective and stuff, but they are about the same length. And they are about the same length. I think the B1 has a bit of advantage in wingspan when it has its wings completely folded out, but then when they're swept back, of course, it has no contest with the 737. Yeah, I'll just put that over there. It's in similar size to the Concorde. It's quite similar to that. I don't have a Concorde on me, but yeah, it's very similar in size to that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this review of the Rockwell B1B Lancer by Gemini Max. It's going to make a great addition to Andrews Air Force Base. Yeah, while we're here, however, I thought I would give you a bit of an update on the situation at the moment. So with Dulles is almost complete. It's about, I'd say, maybe 55% of the way there. There are a lot of, you know, different pieces that are going to be connected together to make it. I've been working on it today just before recording this video, in fact, and it's going to look good. It's going to look good, and hopefully I'll get the first update out in January 2019. So of course that's next month. It's pretty crazy that 2019 is next month, but there we go. Now, as you guys may know, there is a giveaway happening on my channel right now for every video in December. Now, last week Xavier Models was supposed to be the giveaway winner. Now, he didn't respond, so I am going to give the giveaway for last week onto someone else. Now, I have been getting a lot of comments saying, you know, for example, this one, I'm planning to unsub and things like that because I didn't win. That's just, you know, it's a bit pointless saying that because it is a giveaway. There's only going to be one winner. You can't expect to win every single time. And since the comment above by IFMG was such a nice comment, I'm gonna give last week's giveaway to him. So yeah, the giveaway is completely random. So on screen now, there'll be the winner for this week's giveaway. So congratulations to you. Just remember, these giveaways are completely out of my control. They're completely randomized, and I have no input, no bias on whoever's gonna win. These are completely random as long as you did leave a comment in that video saying I wanted to win the giveaway. So congratulations to whoever is on the screen now. You will win a model of your choice. Just get in contact with me on Instagram or any other social media platform you know I have. That goes as well for IFMG. Just contact me and I will send you a model of your choice. But apart from that, I do want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with